Hey everybody, Kenta here, and today I'm going to quickly walk you through how I would go about promoting my webinars and my live trainings so I can get more community members, more audiences, more customers to come join and engage in the conversation. So there's kind of two ways I would promote, and they work actually together. So the first one is I have some sort of new webinar or live training that I want to get people to come to, so I need to create graphics or some sort of collateral to promote that. The other one is I already did some sort of talk, some sort of training, and I want to get the word out there. Now, a lot of times these webinars, these lives, they can run 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, 2 hours even. I've definitely sat through some awesome 2-hour webinars or live sessions. First thing is, you're probably not going to just want to take that full 2-hour video and shove it into people's face and say, hey, watch this. So even if it's to promote something in the future, you want it to be very short. You want to give people something that's snackable, bite-sized, and quick. So I'm going to show you how to take an old piece of content or just the webinar you just did and how to cut them up into micro pieces of content that you can then redistribute through YouTube or LinkedIn or into your email marketing initiatives so that people can see what you just did or use that as a way to get people to know what kind of webinars that they can expect and get people to come check you out for your future webinar. Okay, so the tool I'm going to use is called Milk Video. I like this tool because of two things. One is they allow for editing based on transcription. Two, they auto caption everything for you. We're all busy. A lot of times we're not listening. It's easy to read. And three, they allow you to utilize what's called clips. And these clips is one way I can just batch edit these 1 hour, 2 hour videos into smaller marketing collateral very quickly. It's called milk.video. I already have an account. I actually have a bunch of files that I've already added here, so I'm not going to go into all of this, but basically it's pretty intuitive. You're going to just go ahead and, drag a video from the past that you've done, your last webinar, or even if you were to shoot something on your phone as a little kind of like a trailer of some sort, you can just drop that file in here. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to do that, but I have a couple of videos here that I will use. Let's see. So in this video, basically I do a talk, so like a webinar with my friend about taxes, self-employment taxes. So I'm going to use this as an example. Again, here I am. Here's all the transcript, which is awesome because the transcript is there. And instead of having to sit through and listening to everything, I could just go in and figure out where I want to clip. So I'm going to show that to you. Let's go from the top. So in the beginning, he introduces himself. So we have here with my buddy Kyle, So I'm going to grab this, and all you got to do is just highlight where you want to clip into. So I'm going to go up until here. So this is like where I intro my buddy. So I think that's going to be really great. Let's say I want to get more people to come in and check out these webinars, or I want people to check out this webinar specifically. So I'm just going to clip it just enough so I give them something to hook onto. What does this guy have to say about taxes that I don't already know about? So I'm going to go ahead and click C or clip section here. Really easy. So boom, started my batch clipping process now. So now let's keep going. Let's see what other information could be pretty cool. So he talks about here, So he goes, that is really key here, which is even if you don't have a shit ton of money to put into this, it's really helpful to just open one up. So this is where he's talking about the importance of just getting some sort of retirement fund going, some sort of IRA. So I'm going to click that. I think that's also going to be a juicy piece of content. So I'm not going to bore you here, but that's how I would do it. I would just go through my transcript and I would just chunk out portions that I personally think would be really engaging. Maybe you just cut it off where people are like, want to have to come listen to the entire 1 hour video or 2 hour video. So just some clips to get people interested. And again, you can use it to promote videos, webinars that you've already done, or you can of course use it and say, hey, I'm going to do another talk with Kyle. Here was the last video I did with him. Sign up for the next webinar. So it's how, depending on how you and what your marketing strategy looks like. Okay, so let's say I've done like a bunch of these. Now what do I do with them? I'm going to try and create them as videos. So click over here. Here, you can just bypass this part. So once I have the video and I call create as video and I go create and download, it's going to take me to my editing canvas. Again, think about where the application is going to be. And I'll show you how to do this because it's actually quite easy. You can actually resize this. I made another video about how to resize it. You can watch that. But let's say you want to use this on YouTube. So then what I would do is you can go ahead and use the crop feature. I like to do that just so there's not like that black top and bottom. So it's just this, and then you can stylize it however you like, which is really cool. I don't really like this aqua blue, so I'm gonna come over to brand, and I'm gonna just click around and see if there's better color combinations that I like. I really dig this color. So you can see here what that would look like.
That is really key here. Which is...
Okay, so, excuse my language in this video, by the way. So here it is. Let's say you don't like the colors of the background. You can change the fill by yourself if you want. If you have like company colors, obviously that's what you probably want to use. So I can also do that if I just click over to text. Inactive fill color, that's the color when your captions aren't highlighted. So you can do that however you like. The fill color itself is when it is active. So let's say, I make it red.
Really key here, which is...
Okay, perfect. So if you like it like this, that's it. That's all you have to do. But let's say you want to maybe add a little like header, because this is a trend that I see often, is where you have this like caption at the top to really grab people's attention. So let's say oops. There we go. The key to retiring as a freelancer. Ooh, that's a good title. I want to know that. Okay, so here we go. And then of course you can change the text font. You have so much control. You can also change the size if you want to. I like their default sizes, so I'm going to keep it as so. I'll just resize this just because it's a long title. But other than that, this is it. This is like all you have to do, which is really simple. And how long did that take me? 4 minutes or something? You can tinker with it, but if you know exactly what your brand colors are and what the format and the context is, it's going to be a lot faster for you. From here, all you have to do is then go, if this is exactly how you like it, then you just go to save and share. Now, really quickly, let's say you want it to be more for some other forms of social media. So you can just go here, make it into a square. You see how I just clicked? So that's in the brand section square. I just quickly resize that. Just drag it back down. Boom, boom. Everything is in the center. I'm going to resize that a little bit now because, oops, that's actually too small, huh? Let's do 48, yeah. And I'm gonna do it like, okay, so yeah, I think I like how all of this is. So see how much control you have, and then it's also really fast and easy. That's all what we want. We want something to be quick and easy since we're gonna have to be doing a lot of these. From there, all you have to do is save and share. It's going to say it's going to take a minute to export. It'll show you your dimensions, format, and again, as always, I say this in all my videos, but it'll email you when it's ready to download. So you're just going to click start to export. Video is processing, place, check back later. When it's ready to download, it'll send you a link, but essentially all of your videos that you've worked on comes here in the download section. So you can see that this one is still compressing or processing. Exporting, that's the word. But see, here's some other videos I had made in the past. This one's ready to go. So I'll show you quickly. All you have to do is click download. Depending on your browser, it'll either just auto download or it'll basically, you'll have to come here and save video as. And that's it. If you have any other types of videos you want us to create or want me to specifically create and explore, let me know. I'm more than happy to explore those. All right, good luck. And hopefully this is helpful for you to just batch a bunch of marketing materials for your Zoom or webinar calls, videos that you want to market to, or maybe you do the same thing to then market to future webinars. All right, make some good webinars, y'all. Bye.